Hey world, what's up? It's your girl Nola. Welcome to the Nola Experience podcast. I am here with my co-host
Mr. Melee. What's good, y'all? How you feeling? Hope all is well. Much love and peace forever and always.
I'm sorry. I had to wrap my head around Melee's intro. It was a little bit quieter today.
Yeah,
Are you okay?
I'm a little tired, but sometimes you got to switch it up. You can't be predictable.
True that.
You know?
Okay.
So
I'm a
you know,
Taurus. I
wanna-
think I get thrown off when things are a little bit different.
yeah,
I'm like,
what are
what's
you doing?
happening?
Hold
Let's
up.
analyze. The spidey senses are
That
rattling.
that makes
So
much
why are you
sense.
tired? What's going on?
I just had a long night. I was up late working on the release of my new music. Yeah, so been submitting to playlists and all that stuff.
Nice,
As
nice.
indie artists do, we got to do it ourselves.
Love
so we gotta
it.
put that work in. So yeah, I've been, gearing up for that and daddy stuff. Which is always a thing.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I
that's
get.
pretty much it. I just been gearing up to get this music out.
Nice,
Yeah.
nice. So, what kind of music are we expecting?
I love being versatile,
Mm-hmm.
but this is gonna be something that I always wanted to do, and oddly enough, always been a fan of like golden era hip hop, but I've never really done a song like
Okay,
that. So
okay.
this is gonna be a boom bap.
What is
hip-hop
golden
joint.
era hip hop?
I consider the golden era, and I think many people do, like the '90s, like the
Yeah.
mid to late.
All right.
90s,
So is it the flow?
and
Is it
early
more
too.
the flow? Is it the beats?
The beats and the flow?
Okay, got it.
The beat
Nice.
gotta have that boom bap.
And I
boom,
think
boom, bap.
bringing things back from the 90s is also hot right now.
Yes.
Yeah, I think that's hot right now because
Yeah.
90s lit. 80s
90s
baby.
will
Shout out to the
forever be
80s
lit.
baby.
Forever be
80s
lit.
babies. We're tired though. Like, I posted this meme yesterday on my personal page in the stories, showing what 80s babies look like right now. And everybody's just lying down on the floor.
Oh yeah.
Just tired because it's a lot. And it
Yeah.
listed all the things that we went through. We went through 9/11. We
Yeah,
went
oh my
through
goodness.
2020, like a long list of things. But
Yeah.
we're here. We are resilient.
Mhm.
And congratulations on your music. I'm super
Thank
excited
you.
to hear it.
Yes, it's gonna be fire.
Cannot wait. I like your music.
I appreciate that.
I like your music.
I've heard.
You're good.
I appreciate
And
that.
I have taste in music.
I appreciate that.
I'm just gonna be silent for a second
and
to
let it
let that marinate.
marinate.
I'm
I
not
feel you.
into stupidness. Like, I'm not. I think it's okay that you get lit, you get fun, you make it
Yeah.
current, you make it fresh. But when you're singing about things that people who are maybe of a certain age, because I'm of a certain fucking age, you know what I'm saying? There's certain things that don't resonate with
Absolutely.
me anymore. And it's kind of
so
like how
crazy.
Jay-Z over time, like
Yes.
his music evolved.
Yes.
Because I'm interested in different things now. I don't want to hear about your jewelry.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I can
how that
see
works.
it because
Yeah.
you wear it all the time.
And we know it's fake.
Damn. Oh,
Most of you, we know.
damn.
It's fake.
All right. Well,
That part.
I'm not okay. I'm a all right, cool. I think that is like a stop sign, like a period, like a full stop.
For sure.
It's fake. Okay, skirks, we're done.
For sure,
Yeah,
for sure.
there's nothing else to talk about.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but I love good music. I love versatility.
Mm-hmm.
Being from the Caribbean, growing up in Brooklyn. There's so many different things that I've experienced, and growing up in New York City, period. So
yeah.
I like different types of flavors mixed in. Do you know what my favorite song of yours is?
I'm gonna guess "Lose Your Love."
Can you sing it?
I don't wanna lose your
No.
No?
Nope. But it has the word love in it.
Then it's a song that's Love Drunk?
Yes.
Oh,
That's my favorite. That's
you do
my
like
favorite.
versatility. 'cause
Yeah, I
that's
love
a
that song
straight,
because
like,
when I hear that song, I think about a yacht. I think about wearing white.
That's the vibes.
I think about champagne, and I'm just like on the ocean
Deed,
cruising.
deed.
You know what? This is me trying to get out of this 2020 energy where I didn't travel, didn't do much, and now I'm like this fantasizing about having a nice life. But we're going to make all of that happen.
That's a fact.
So today, this is probably going to be a little awkward.
For me?
Both of us.
Okay.
Both of us. But that's what's going to make this episode fun.
Yes.
We are talking about ratings. Ratings, not TV ratings, not rated G, PG, R, MA, whatever. We're talking about rating people because that's what we do automatically.
Absolutely.
Right? The moment you lay eyes on somebody, whether you consciously do it or not, you're rating them.
That's true.
And I catch myself doing it because for years I've been working on seeing people and not commenting on them if it's something negative. I've been working on that for a long time. Like before why would she be wearing that pants?
Yeah.
Look at him. Why would he be doing that? You know what I'm saying? I stopped doing that. Like it does not come out of me at all. I'll think it. That's why I'm saying
it's human.
It's years, right? It's so automatic. We're programmed. And it's not just programming, it's also nature. Because that's what animals and stuff do. Like you have to look at your surroundings and figure out, okay, am I safe, and gauge things, right? So we naturally do that anyway, but we've gotten to the point where in this society it's a little bit more superficial, a little bit more judgmental. So you'll see a girl and okay, let me ask you this. Do you see people, like, let's just say you see a girl who's really beautiful, a woman, girl, whatever, really beautiful, like head to toe, everything is just like, wow. How far does your thought go about her? Do you start imagining yourself with her? Do you start like, I wonder what sex with her would be like. I wonder if she can bear beautiful kids.
Yeah. Well, it's so crazy. That has altered recently, and you're gonna know why when I say why. But yeah, I think I used to think like when I first see someone, it depends, I guess, what it is. Like if I think she has a beautiful face, then it's so weird how this is. But if I see someone who has a beautiful face, I may think like what her life is like. But then if I see someone with a nice body, like big boobs or big, then it's like a sexual thing.
Really?
Like, and then also like that too, like I wonder what she does. Like, is she a stripper, or is she like, a model? Or does she work at freaking McDonald's with a big butt like that? Like, my mind definitely goes there. But recently, that has changed. Because now I look at, if I see someone with a nice body, I automatically think, I wonder if they had a BBL. It goes straight to it. Like, that's my first thing now. Like, I think, did this person have a BBL?
I can't breathe. Hold on, I can't breathe.
Because you told me it's more people than you think. So now that's all.
Wait, you're making me sweat. I'm getting hot.
All I think about now. I gotta keep it real.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so I goes there.
Did she have a BBL?
Yes.
Sometimes you can tell. Sometimes you can't. BBL has a look, but that's interesting. I don't know why. When you were like, I'm gonna tell you why it changed recently, you're gonna know why. No, I thought you were gonna say something pertaining to parenthood.
Oh.
Like.
Oh no.
Like, are her hips wide enough to bring my big-headed child or something? I don't know.
That's so funny.
But I thought that's where you were going with it. But the BBL thing, like, don't catch me off guard like that, because I don't know. My laugh is so obnoxious. I don't know how it resonated in the mic. Like when you guys
That
edit
was my
this,
goal.
you're gonna
you
have
gotta
to
build up to it, and then boom.
you're gonna have to like lower the laugh, the volume of the laugh, because that's my regular
real laugh.
normal laugh.
Yeah,
You guys have never heard that. I was caught off guard, but that's hilarious. Yeah, I get that. Like, so what I'm hearing you say is the face. If the face is the focus, then it's
you
not
think more pleasantly.
right. It's not as superficial.
Yes.
Wow. So
I wonder if that's just guys. Do you think about, like, when you see women, do you think like that? Like, look at her face first and then her body, or no?
I don't care.
So what are your thoughts when you see a, like, so
When
if you
I
see a woman with a pretty face, you just see her face first. It's winter.
It's winter.
Yeah, like she's bundled up. You don't see her body. You just see her face. She has a hoodie.
She's pretty.
That's it.
Yeah, I don't think I ever like contemplate. I wonder what she does.
Really?
I don't think so. I think when women give off a certain type of energy, vibe, swag, body language, that's when I probably might think a little on another level. Like, certain people, you see them, you know they're a boss. Like, have you ever been in a restaurant and you know who the boss is, even though nobody told you, just because of the way they walk, the posture, like body language? I think that's what it is for me. Like, just looking at people's and a woman's energy, I'll be like, okay, she looks like maybe she does something important here, or maybe along those lines. But I never look at a woman's body and think, I wonder what it's like to have sex with her. Like,
wow.
Yeah, that's.
But even men?
Yeah, definitely men.
Men, you do that?
Absolutely. For certain. For certain.
So it's the same.
Yeah, it's the same, but I don't look at their faces and think, I wonder what his life is like.
Like, you don't look at a guy and be like, damn, he has to be a model.
No.
No, that doesn't cross your mind? I always think like that. Like, I see somebody and like, she has to be a freaking model. Like that. And that's what I wonder. Like, damn, like, with a face like that, are you working behind a desk somewhere, or are you
That's interesting.
putting it on display for everyone?
I think it's very surface when it comes, like, not delving into their lives, but delving into possibilities. I don't know if that's how it is for all or most women or a lot of women, whatever. For me, and I know it's that way for some women. Even when women meet a man, some of us, not all of us, we will start to wonder what our life would be like with him. Not what does he do?
What is his life like?
What is his life like? Does he jog on a Saturday? I don't care. But can I marry him? Would I have kids with him? Do I want my kids to look like that?
Wow.
You've never been in a situation where you looked at a woman and you're like, nah, I wouldn't want my kids to look like her. Because I've been there. I've been in a relationship where I'm like, I would never have kids with this person.
Yo, that's crazy.
Swear to you.
No, that does not cross my mind.
Things you do in your 20s, like.
Oh yes.
Just.
No, he can't have my babies.
No, you just be sitting across the table like, he's talking about his day. Oh, so this is what happened at work, and I'm there like.
Not hearing anything.
I would never have a baby with you. In my head.
The chances of my baby having that nose.
Nah, I'm not gonna do that to my child. Are you kidding me? And especially when you know that person's family has really strong genes, and you know your genes don't have a chance against theirs. No, you're not about to do this to my child.
That is so funny.
You're not about to. But how do you rate people though? Like when you're rating people, are you rating them? Women, are you rating them like in compartments? Are you rating like just the face?
I do compartments.
Okay, so how do you do it?
I do face and body. I don't think I break it down. No, maybe I do face, booty, and boobs.
Why booty and boobs? What is
Because
it?
it's different.
What is it about those two body parts?
I don't know.
Why not the arm? Why not the neck?
Nah, guys don't care about that shit.
Some guys care about arms
The
and
arm
necks
and the neck?
because they come in useful.
Oh, that's a whole nother episode right there.
There's levels to this shit.
That's a whole nother thing right there.
Some guys, I remember being 14 years old. Yeah, because I was going to Far Rockaway High School and being on the B113 bus, Q113 bus, I think that's what it was, the 113 or the 112. I'm on the bus and this man was staring at my feet.
Oh my goodness.
And he's like, "Can you pull your foot out so I can see the whole thing?" I had no idea what was happening. No clue.
Pull your foot out?
Yeah, because it was like you slide your foot in and
under the seat.
He could see a part of my foot in my shoe, so he wanted me to take my foot out of the shoe.
Oh my goodness.
And somebody put me on. I told somebody the story, they put me on. I was like, wait, so people are attracted to feet?
Yo, it's something I can't understand. I don't get it. I mean, no shame.
What did you do? What did you do to equate foot to sex? Like,
who, me?
These people.
Oh, these people. Oh.
Like, so you're very basic. Your boobs and butt.
Yes.
Nothing else? Like
a specific thing? No, I like nice eyes.
But you're not into anything other than the face, the boob, and the butt.
Nah.
You don't like legs? You don't like nice bellies?
Yeah. I mean, if somebody has nice legs, I'm be like, oh yeah, she has nice legs. But I'm not like, oh, the legs. You know what I mean? Like, you know,
cool. Okay.
Feet.
Okay.
Let me see them toes. No.
So how does a woman have to rate to be with you?
Physically?
Yeah.
Physically, I don't really, to be with me, I'm not picky physically.
Really?
Yeah, I've been with big, skinny, in between. Super facts. Yeah, I'm not really picky.
You was a damn liar.
No, I'm not.
No, I'm not saying that you're not picky, but it doesn't matter.
No,
even if a woman is big, square, triangle, whatever,
yes.
There still has to be a standard.
Yeah, I think in that aspect, you can't be too big or too skinny. That's really it.
So
I'm good with.
So what's the rating?
What do you mean, like?
How does a woman have to rate to be with you, or like on a serious level?
Physically, I mean, she has to be cute, like somewhat cute. Like she can't be
somewhat cute.
Yeah, she can't be like a. I don't want to hurt
so
anybody's feelings, but
she
has to be cute.
A 5.
Yeah, I would say probably like a 5 and up. Yeah, I could go for a 5. I could go for a 5, but you got to make up for that.
See, here we go.
Know what I mean?
Now there's a stipulation.
Yeah, you got to.
That's exactly what I mean, right?
Okay.
So now,
but that's why I asked you physically.
So now, if she's a 5 and she has to make up for it, that means 5 is not quite good enough.
Physically, I mean, no, you got to come with something else. If you're a 5. You gotta have a bomb personality.
Okay.
Like we can, like if I can hang with you, like it's
all right. Boom.
We good.
So you're rating in compartments. You're rating beauty.
Yes.
Which is that the same as physical?
Yes.
Okay. You're rating personality. Mm-hmm. Is that the same as intelligence?
No, not really.
Okay.
No,
and what else?
Personality. I think that's really it, like beauty and personality. And I mean, it depends what we're talking about. So we're talking about like somebody you just kicking it with.
To be with them, like seriously.
Like seriously, then it's a lot more specific. Yeah, once it becomes, if it's serious,
all right, so
we break it down.
All right,
now.
so let's let's like make it a little bit more relaxed. It's not as serious. Somebody,
Okay.
she wants you, she's admiring you. How does she pass and get through in terms of rating her?
Overall,
Yeah.
I mean, first, obviously, everyone looks at physical.
Right.
So
She has to be at least a 5.
yeah, she has to be somewhat attractive to me. Like I said, my standards are not really that high. Like,
Damn, bro.
I mean, I don't want to make it
You,
sound
no,
bad.
no, it's not that it sounds bad. It's that I didn't expect you to say that.
Really?
Right.
But you know why I feel like I'm that way? Because I felt like I was always that guy.
Well,
I felt like the 4, 5.
really?
Yeah, like I used to
So
feel
how do you
like
rate?
that
So
guy.
how do you rate yourself?
Now I would rate myself. I would rate myself probably like an 8.5.
Are you sure? Because that's a Denzel.
Denzel's 8.5. Denzel's 8.5.
No, I'm messing with you because I heard your friend.
Oh.
You know, I'm not gonna say his name. I heard a certain influencer ask a woman because she's talking to him about dating and who she wants to be with, and she aspires to get married, have kids, whatever. And he asked her what type of man she wants, and I think she probably said wealthy or something like that.
Yeah.
And he was like, how do you rate yourself? She said 8. We talked about this on another episode
Okay.
of the podcast. And she was like, she's an 8. And he was like, 8? Beyonce's an 8. You sure you rate yourself an 8? And he was like, and the girl was like, you think Beyonce's an 8? So that's why I said that to mess with you.
Yeah.
You know. Okay, so 8.5. All right.
Yeah.
So how did you get from a 4 to an 8.5? Like, how was it a confidence thing, or was it
100%.
I'm stacking my credentials so now?
It's 100% confidence, and that's what I just didn't have. I
Okay.
didn't have any confidence. I used to be the quiet kid. I didn't talk to girls and any of that. So I always consider myself, lower, much lower.
Yeah.
Even though, I mean, I don't know at the time if people definitely saw me as attractive because people used to try to talk to me all the time, but
Okay.
I just didn't have the confidence.
And you were like, I don't deserve this.
Yeah. So, but that's how I saw myself. And now it's just 100% confidence, which is just guys. That is the key for guys.
So how do you get the confidence? What happened?
I don't know. I guess you just realize that. And then I guess once people start talking to you, then you realize maybe I'm fucking wrong.
Yeah.
Like, I'm having girls hit on me and stuff
But do
like
you know
that.
how you got to a 4? Do you know? Because the 4 thing is all in your head, right?
Yes.
This is not a fact. It's not true.
Yeah.
So how did you get to a 4?
I don't really know. I don't know.
Because I can
think
tell
it might
you.
be like middle child syndrome.
I've been up and down, up and down. I can tell you exactly how I got everywhere that
Maybe
I
you can
got.
enlighten me on that because I don't really know.
Because I had this moment where I think we all come into this world not judging ourselves. We're all okay, right?
Yes.
Until people start telling you about yourself.
That is true.
People tell you who you are. Like Sadhguru was saying, he was like, you're walking down the street and someone said, oh, you're beautiful. Now you're on cloud 9.
Yes.
You're amazing. And you're having this great day. And then you go home and your family tells you who you really are. And now you're depressed, you're sad. But really, everywhere you go, people are telling you who you are. And that's affecting your mood. It's affecting your views on yourself. And that's definitely like my thing. You're chilling. You're fine. You're not thinking, I'm not thinking my skin is too dark. Why would I ever think that? And that has been a thing my whole life, right? So somebody said it.
Yes.
And then all of a sudden I'm like, really? Okay. So now in this society, we live in a very comparative state, mindset wise. We're constantly comparing shit, constantly comparing ourselves to other people. And that affects our mood too. That affects our confidence. So I'm a little girl and, somebody points out my skin tone. So now I'm recognizing like, oh, okay, so that's a thing. And I'm seeing other people. So this person has this skin tone and this person has this skin tone. And all of a sudden I'm like, oh, so this looks nice. This doesn't.
You're breaking it down like
And that's just one thing on a long list of things that, people eventually pointed out that I became insecure about because, oh, so if this person doesn't like it, that means it's not nice. It's not acceptable. It's not attractive.
Yeah.
And that, I guess, makes me ugly or it makes me below the standard or whatever.
That is it.
Yeah, it definitely comes from other people talking shit.
That's
period.
exactly what my thing is too. Because I
Yeah.
did have people make fun of me, call me ugly and stuff like that.
That's
Girls.
it.
Girls, women, not women.
So
Sorry, little girls. You know how kids are.
it's the first message you're getting. So you believe it.
Yeah.
You don't yet have information to combat that.
Absolutely.
So it's everything that you do, everything that you know that scares you, hurts you, or whatever. It's usually a lack of information. There's something that you don't know. So once you start knowing shit, then you're like,
exactly.
bitch, ugly where?
Yeah. Because and it comes, like you said, from that you see like other people, and like you see other people like less attractive than you consider yourself, and you're like, they think this person looks good, so I must be an 8. You know what I mean?
8.5.
And that really, it builds your confidence though, because you're like, oh, if that person can do it, then I can too. Like, cause they're not more special than me.
But the funny thing about that is I came from a space in Guyana where people idolize white face, European features, right? So when I was a little girl, if I wish I could have pulled up a picture so you could see how my face was. But as a little girl, I had this really skinny nose. And that was such a highlight.
Wow.
So people would point that out a lot. You have a nice fine face and you have a nice fine nose. Fine means small or skinny, right? And again, it's the same effect where someone is giving you information, they're giving you a message, and you're like, oh, so that's what it is. I have a small nose, so I'm cute. And
if you don't have that, you're not cute.
Right. So now if you see someone else with a big nose, you're like, oh, big nose. So now you're passing that same incorrect message along, right?
Very true.
So I was definitely walking around thinking that I was so pretty because people were just, but then I was also very skinny. So that was an issue. So I know I'm skinny. I know I'm too skinny. I know I'm too tall. I know that, my skin could have some work done, but my nose is small, right? And okay, so I have some level of confidence because someone told me that my features are close to white people, right? So I went on this roller coaster ride over the years because in different spaces the beauty standard changes. So now I come to the United States where people are in junior high school, people are like trying to get me to model because I'm skinny and I'm tall and they want to, but just not enough backing and supportive people to get me into that world. But people did try. So I was floating on that cloud, right?
Yeah.
And then I get to another space, like fast forward a long time, where I started interacting with a lot of people in the entertainment industry. And all of a sudden I'm ugly.
Yeah, here we go again. It's crazy.
All of a sudden I'm ugly because I'm too dark. That's the first thing. I'm too dark. And I remember trying to get a job at this high-end place as a bartender. And I'm just this young girl trying to make money, but they would not accept me with my hair.
Wow.
And I remember the girl was like, why don't you like just get, a weave or whatever? And I was like, I've worn weaves. Yeah, but that's not my standard look. Okay, but now let me try it out. And okay, now it's definitely weaves. I have to wear makeup now. So walking around, looking back at my pictures, like I could see the transition where I'm not wearing makeup and I'm happy, I'm good. But then I go into this space where everybody is glam. Now I have to be glamorous too. And I was told that I'm not thick enough. I'm not light enough, and I'm too black. But not skin tone. Like
like the
urban Caribbean girl type of vibe. It doesn't
like
mesh in that world, right? And that was the number one driving force. Oh, technical issues, guys. So that was the number one driving force that turned me off from the industry and geared me in further into entrepreneur, just the self employment stuff.
Sure.
Crazy. And again, lack of information. So I had to go through a phase where I'm like unlearning and relearning and learning and leveling up on knowledge. And then after a while, it's like, okay, I have my confidence back. Now I am obsessed with dark skinned people.
Yeah.
which is a bias.
A lot of people are now.
It's a bias because it's like a byproduct of the trauma. So now it's like some type of a revolution in my head, some type of rebellion happening in my head. Now I'm rebelling against light skin. I don't date light skin guys. That type of thing. And you feel like you're doing a good thing. Because these are the underdogs. So I love them. Yeah. But no, it's actually the same thing, crazy. But
yeah, that's definitely what it was. Because I definitely remember hearing that a lot, that little girls tease you, you're ugly, your teeth are crooked, all of these things. So yeah, that definitely was a thing. And that's so crazy how, like you said, like society does give you those labels and make you think that this is what's right and wrong or beautiful and not. That's why representation is super important.
Very important.
That's why it's so important.
Very
and I'm
important.
so glad that that's kind of been like the wave for the past couple of years, just having people be represented, because there's a lot of kids out there who think they're ugly.
Yeah, for no reason. There's no good reason. There is not an acceptable reason why you have to feel that way. There's no acceptable reason why a person should feel like I am below anything. And it's crazy that the way you think of how you look can potentially affect where you end up in life.
Yeah.
Right? Because you might say, okay, there's this audition happening for this movie, but I don't think they're going to pick me because I'm ugly. Meanwhile, you might be the person that they're looking for. And you're like, I'm not going to do that audition. And then you never book anything else in life because that was your stepping stone.
Yes.
Crazy.
Which is so crazy. I don't know if you, I didn't know too much about, I'm forgetting. Oh, Michael K. And R.I.P.
With his scar.
Yeah, with the scar. So I don't know if you saw like him talking about it in the story about it. He actually got cut. Somebody slashed him, but he was saying that he thinks that has helped him in his career.
Yep.
That has made
even
him stand
though
out.
there was some type of typecasting happening.
Yes.
It was still the thing, and I don't believe in alternate outcomes. I do believe that we create our future, right? Based on what we're deciding now. So I don't like to say, if he didn't have it, maybe he wouldn't have booked anything. I don't know. But he did say that, this scar is the thing that kind of got me into a lot of doors.
Stand out. And that's the key. That's the key when it comes to these ratings and the standards of society. That's the thing. It's like, everybody needs to be unique and different. That's the thing.
But
like,
we do say it.
uh-huh.
We talk a lot of things that we don't believe, right?
Yeah,
we do
yeah,
say
yeah,
everybody's different. Let everybody do what they
Yes.
do, to each his own. Bullshit.
Yeah,
You don't believe that shit. Because the moment somebody comes out and their appearance, vibe, ideas, attitude, or whatever challenges what you know,
Yeah.
if it scares you, you're like, ugly.
Yeah,
You start putting all these labels to break them down to, But listen, fast forward to today, I also rate in compartments, and I give myself a solid fucking 9 because, and the one that's missing is because there's still things I'm working on,
Sure.
within myself. But I give myself a 9 because I am a fucking gem.
I'm sorry.
I'm not kidding.
I know you're not kidding.
And I have to pause for emphasis. And when I'm very aggressive about how people address me, when I'm aggressive about how I talk about myself, the words that I use, like, no, I'm not knocking anybody, but I remember a friend of mine a couple of years ago sent me a picture of a birthday card. And it's a birthday card that I gave her when I was 18. And she was like, I still have it. And in the card, I wrote, shout out. I don't remember the exact words, but the point, I said something like, shout out to us for putting our fists in bitches' mouths.
What?
Exactly. Exactly. Like, that's the type of time we were on.
What does that even mean?
Like, shout out to our thugness or whatever. I don't know.
Putting our fist in bitches' mouths.
Yeah.
I've never heard this phrase.
Yeah, because I said it.
You made it.
Yeah, I didn't make it up. That's how we talked. But the point that I'm trying to make was, at that point, I felt like we needed to show how strong we were.
Yes.
So I'm a bitch.
Yeah.
Bitch, a bitch is hungry. A bitch is thirsty. A bitch look cute. Never again. Because, like I said, nothing against anybody else who feels like that's their platform that gives them strength. So when somebody calls you whatever, you're like, yeah, that's what I am. That shows like you're strong enough to handle it. No. I'm not handling that. You handle that. I'm a fucking queen. I did not go through all the things that I went through in life. Work as hard as I did. Survive the things that I did. For you to be calling me some little ass word.
Yeah, I feel you.
I mean, you could call me whatever you want to call me. I'm not going to be mad at you. I'm not going to challenge you, but I don't answer to that. If that's where you're at, sure, call me whatever. But just know that I'm not coming to you. I'm not answering to that. And that's how I rate myself. I leveled up in so many ways. Self-fucking made. Okay. And shout out to my mom for all of the things that I've learned that helped me to get where I'm at. But when I rate myself, it's not just about looks. Because looks is too frivolous. Like, looks matter.
Yes.
Because that's how you lure people in. Beyonce, Kim Kardashian, all of these people are not editing their pictures and making sure that the internet doesn't have unflattering pictures of them for no reason. They do it because looks influence.
Yeah.
It helps people give you money. People be like, she's cute. I'll buy her product. I get it. Looks matter. And biologically, we kind of look at each other and rate each other. And this is like scientific fact. Babies would go to the person that's more attractive.
Yes.
We do that for health reasons. Because we feel like the better you look, the healthier you are. And we want to be around that type of people. But we know that when it comes to features, skin, nose, eyes, lips, whatever, it's not that important.
No.
Because at the end of the day, you can do whatever you want to do on the outside to impress people, especially as a business person. But when you go home and you're by yourself, you have to sit with your shit.
Yes.
You have to.
Yes.
Like, my nose is big. What am I going to do?
Mm-hmm.
My lips are too damn big. What am
Yeah.
I going to do? You can't suck it out. So when I rate myself, it's one big package. It's like, I
Yeah.
have come up and you're not
Yeah.
going to fucking reduce me because I'm going to ignore you.
That's
Like,
super important. And I think even like you were saying about that phase or that stage that you said you were calling yourself bitch and stuff like that, I think that's necessary.
yeah.
Because the way you have the crown now,
Yeah.
that has to be earned.
I earned it.
You got to go through levels.
I went through it and I
Yeah.
earned it. And when you approach me, don't approach me with your little shit. It's kind of like when people have a doctorate or whatever. You have to call them doctor whatever.
Yeah.
And
'Cause they earned
Mr. and Mrs. and stuff like that. People want their title because they went through whatever they went through.
You know, that's why I put Mr. on the front of my name, right?
Mr. Melee?
Yeah.
Oh, so I should stop calling you Melee?
No, you can call me Melee, but I'm just saying that's why.
Mr.
That's
Melee?
the reason why I
Right.
did that is for that.
Like I didn't go through
I earned this.
all of that shit for you to be calling me boy or whatever.
Young, Lil.
No. You call me what I deserve to be called because I've earned it. And that's that.
Yeah. That's the super fact.
The next time we talk, I'm probably going to be a 10. But this is all in my head. These ratings,
yes,
it's in your head.
That's the key.
The ratings are in your head.
That is the actual factual key, because as much as we can say, yes, you know, when you're looking in the magazine and people want to do the standard ratings and all of that, we get it. But at the end of the day, it's all in your head and it's all in the other person's head too.
So
just like you brought up my guy recently, and you said he called Beyonce an 8. People thought that was blasphemous.
Exactly.
I mean, but that's him.
It's an opinion.
Yeah, it's his opinion.
An opinion.
He thinks at his standard, Beyonce's an 8.
He says Rihanna's a 10. Now, if that's what you think, sir, go for it.
And I can see why he says that.
We know you love Rihanna.
I love Rihanna.
We know.
So I can definitely see.
We get it. So to close this out, when I mentioned earlier that it's probably going to get awkward, I was going to ask you, how do you rate me? And then I was going to tell you how I rate you. Oh. But I think it's really important to acknowledge that we're beyond that. You understand what I'm saying? Like, whatever you're doing right now, you're doing your best. And I give that a 10. If you're doing your best, except for when you showed up to our live 21 minutes late because you had to give Juju a bath. I give that a 0.
So 9.5? 9.9.
Yes, 9.9.
Okay.
9.9.
I give you a 10 too.
Thank you.
And I guess it's the same thing. I only know the best of you.
Thank you.
I mean, so I don't know anything bad about you.
There isn't anything bad about me. I'm doing my best. If there's anything that rubs people the hard way, it's shit that I haven't figured out.
Yeah.
So, you know, there is no bad. There's things that are being figured out.
Got you. Absolutely.
Yeah. So I
and I don't know those
that.
things. I only know.
And I don't want you to know them because I want to keep my 10. That's that.
So that's the key, y'all. We're all 10s in some way, shape, or form.
5 times 2, I'm a 10, 10, 10.
Yeah. So if you're a 5, just get one another 5. You guys become 10.
You're okay. You're good, man. Light skin, dark skin, short, fat, skinny, brown, pink, purple, blue hair, weave, wig, bald, hair falling out, gorilla glue pulling your hair out. Whatever your situation is, you are fine. You're okay. We love you. We appreciate you. Do not let another person's opinion, which is something that's going on in their head. Don't let what's going on in another person, small ass head. The head is this big. This big. The people who are listening and that can't see, go to YouTube. People's heads are this big. Look at this size. Shit is rolling around in a box this size and you're letting it ruin your whole life. Stop.
That's a fact. Especially nowadays, you know, with the internet, everything is so like people can be so like tangible, not really tangible, but tangible. It's easy to reach someone.
Yeah. Am I a hypocrite because I recently got lipo?
No.
But we'll talk about that later.
That's a whole nother episode. You can't go into a new thing. You know, we're here on this
Snatched. bitches snatched. Okay, y'all know that was a joke.
So be
Love
your
you
best
guys.
version of yourselves, y'all. All right? Stay up. Much love and peace.
Yes, and make sure you keep tuning in. Like, we need you. We need you. And that's why we keep telling you we love you, because your support is what's keeping this podcast going. We're not going to sit here and talk and have a camera that shuts down and have a what do you call this thing that chips in and out. We're not going through all of that to talk to each other. We could do this shit on the phone.
That's a fact.
We're doing this because you're tuning in. So keep doing that. YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Anchor,
Spotify,
Google, Spotify,
Apple Music,
Apple Podcasts, everything. We appreciate you. Leave a rating so other people can see us too. And keep doing it.
Yeah. Much love. Peace.